Hello, my droplets. So, heavy night. Tomorrow, a Cheeto takes presidency. So, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about heroes. I'm going to talk about heroes as we see them in media and in comic books and in stories. I'm going to talk about what makes a hero and what isn't a hero. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is because we have such big time superheroes going on. The whole let's start with the no-kill rule. It's a good question. It's like, why don't superheroes kill? Or at least, why do so many try not to kill? And, when I first looked into this, I often thought, like I think a lot of people do, that the no-kill rule is mostly just there for the kids. And it is there partly for that. You don't kill, the kids can't handle it, comics code authority bullshit, all that. There's another aspect to it, and it's something I think people forget, and that is it's harder to not kill. The bad guys kill. The villains kill. The real life villains kill. I mean, when you're in, say, a gang or some sort of other illegal organization, how do they handle their problems? Generally, they kill you. They control you by killing people they don't want around. People are, no matter how big and important, they are removed. Because they remove people, and that, I think, is something people don't fully appreciate when they think about heroes, is they don't appreciate that not killing is such a huge statement. Villains kill. Heroes save lives. Like, let's take the biggest guy in this, Batman. Now, of course, you have to take a lot of things with a grain of salt. I mean, Batman's insanely violent. Anyone who used his tactics would at least accidentally kill people all the time. But Batman does not kill, and it works out for him. So let's just take that in the story. And the reason, but it's not just they don't kill to not be the bad guys. It's also an act of compassion. And something I think people forget about with Batman is he's all about vengeance, right? He's all about, I am the knight and stuff. But he's also about, he wants this never to happen again. He wants a world where he's not necessary. He doesn't, there's a part of him that I think that honestly cares for these guys he's after. That honestly goes, there's something wrong with the people I'm after because there's something wrong with me. I'm Batman. I'm a villain to villains, so I know how they think. They're scared. That's why I scare them. And Batman doesn't kill because Batman, I think, secretly hopes, more than I think most heroes do, that one day he's going to bring in, maybe not the Joker, but maybe Poison Ivy or Harvey Dent or somebody else, someone who's been damaged, even Killer Croc, and he brings them in, and that'll be the last time he ever has to. I think there's a part of him that hopes that, maybe one day, if he just keeps proving to them they can't win, they will stop, and he won't have, and they won't have, and no one will have to die. Batman's a very compassionate guy, and I think that's not always, again, it's not always shown. What's shown is his violent side and his vengeance side and his tough guy side. Never the side that goes, I could kill you, but I'm not going to. Maybe you'll get better. And it's not my place to judge you. Let's see, some other good examples of that. Now, of course, this is a story, this doesn't always work. And for that, let's go take a look at Vash's Stampede from Trigun. Now he's one of possibly my favorite anime hero of all time. He's a man who he's got some extraordinary qualities, but in the end, he constantly puts himself at risk. He's constantly hurt. He's constantly damaged. And what makes him a hero is that he accepts this as the price of not killing. He lives in a world where everyone kills. It's all like it's kind of like ours. I mean, we live in a harsh world. His is even harsher, but the point is, he lives in a world where you kill to survive, and he doesn't. And he sacrifices his own body for it. And he's also an abject lesson in that sometimes maybe you have to. Sometimes to save a life, you can't save both the spider and the butterfly. You know, if the spider lives, it has to eat the butterfly. If the butterfly lives, the spider dies. And that's just the sad thing about life right now. Is we're not at that point where we can make things better. But it's a hero who does his best to not injure people, to not kill, and to prevent killing. And that's a big thing. So many heroes will just, or people like heroes put out there are just murderers. Like, well, okay. Let's go to Transformers for this one, and why the current Optimus is not a hero. He's not a good guy. Original Optimus Prime, it was one of my absolute heroes growing up as a kid. I wanted to be like Optimus Prime because Optimus Prime wasn't handsome. Optimus Prime wore a mask. Optimus Prime looked kind of chunky, and he was older than everybody else. And it made him interesting to me as a child because I was different. I was strange. I was chunky, but that's beside the point. And if I didn't want to be like Optimus Prime, I admired Optimus Prime because no other hero was like him. No other leader was grizzled and tough and experienced. No, kitty. I see what you're up to. Oh no. 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 Alright, anyway. Anyway. No. So, that was Smokey, or at least her tail. She puts holes in clothing. But the Optimus Prime in the movies is kind of a monster. If you watch every movie, in every Transformers movie, he's murdered at least one guy. He's killed someone. Often, like sometimes in cold blood. In the second movie, they catch a guy. They have him dead to rights. He can't escape, and they just shoot him in the face. I mean, point blank in the face. I mean, what does that say about him as a hero? How is he a hero? In the third movie, they run up to Transformers on piloting vehicles and just rip them apart with their bare hands. Hell, again, back to the second movie, there's that line that I really hate from Optimus. Give me your face. And he rips a guy's face off. Those aren't the actions of a hero. Those aren't like where's the rule? Where are those rules? Where is that I'm not going to kill attitude? Where is that I care for my enemy? That's a big part, of being a hero, I think, is caring for your enemy, is understanding that your foe is a person as you are. And the other thing, since we're talking about heroes in media, let's go to video games for a moment and talk about a little thing called Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is one of my favorite heroes of all time. Chrono, who's you? And all the people around you. And I love them because, well, it's a unique story to me. The heroes accidentally jump through time. They see the future, 1,000 years into the future, where a monster crashes into Earth and just wrecks shit. And then they go home. Now here's the thing, and here's what I love about it. They aren't the chosen ones. They aren't super special. They're not gods. They're not given any special powers. They just have a device that can send them through time. And they are absolutely scot-free. They could stay at home and do nothing. Really, they could. 1,000 years? They'll be long dead by the time the future disaster. And yet they take it upon themselves to risk life and limb to defeat this monster. And I love heroes like that. I love stories like that. Every story wants to have a special person, a gifted person. And one of the things I actually don't like about, say, Harry Potter is that you're born to wizardry. You're special. You have special powers because you're born with it. And it makes me sad because it means that some people aren't special in that in such a world. Some people aren't as important or as gifted in well, I guess that kind of applies to our world. I'm more impressed by heroes who rise to the occasion, who become the hero because it's the right thing to do. Put Captain America on that, because, I mean, 95-pound weakling makes good, but he was a hero before he was like a 300-pound muscle man. And like I said, I love heroes. I love an interesting, conflicted, determined hero. I love the character that goes, I'm going to change, or I'm going to make a difference. Or even, I especially love the villain who decides that they can't be the bad guy anymore, that they want to be the good guy. And so, like I said, this is a time coming up where we're all going to be tested. All of us who are in minorities are going to be dealing with all sorts of craziness brought forth by a giant Cheeto. I mean, think of it, I guess, instead of Red Skull, we got Orange Clown. But the point is, it's going to be a tough couple of years. So remember that to be a hero, it's not about special powers or extraordinary skills or even exceptional acts. Being a hero is being dedicated to doing the right thing and holding to that. To paraphrase Captain America, it's, you plant yourself by the river of truth and you say, no, you move, because people are going to tell you to move. They're going to tell you that this is normal. They're going to tell you that it's okay, and they're just going to live, and a lot of people are going to live with what happens, and you don't have to. You can be a hero simply by demanding, hey, I deserve this, my family deserves this, my friends deserve this. And if you want to be a real hero, you should go, this person I don't know, that I don't know deserves to have these rights, to not be forced behind a wall, to not be forced to register, to be able to get the proper medical care. You know, be a hero by demanding that the people you don't know, and even including the people you might fear, are treated, well, like you would want to be treated, like a human being with rights and dignity. And we all have to do this. All of us, for one another. Let's all be heroes. It's going to be a tough time. So, the more heroes we got, the better off we'll be. Bye, my heroes. Love you all.